Milo and the Midnight Library. Milo loved stories more than anything in the world. Every night before bed, he would read under his blanket with a flashlight. Dragons, pirates, wizards, he wanted to meet them all. But one night, something strange happened. As the clock struck midnight, his book began to glow. Letters lifted off the page like fireflies. Then, Milo heard a whisper, "Come find us," in the Midnight Library. Milo sat up in bed. His eyes grew wide. The Midnight Library? What's that? He looked around his dark room. Nothing seemed unusual until he noticed his closet door was glowing faintly. Milo tiptoed closer. The glow grew brighter, and when he touched the knob, the door swung open silently. Instead of clothes, there was a long hallway lined with candles. At the very end was a tall, arched doorway carved with swirling patterns of books and stars. Above the door, golden letters appeared. "Welcome to the Midnight Library," Milo gasped. "It's real!" He stepped inside. The library was enormous. Endless rows of books stretched higher than any building Milo had ever seen. Ladders rolled across the shelves by themselves. Stacks of books floated gently through the air, whispering to each other. The floor shimmered like polished glass, reflecting the glow of chandeliers shaped like giant quills. Then Milo saw something even stranger. The books were alive. One book hopped off a shelf, flapped its covers like wings, and circled him. Another opened itself and spoke. "Welcome, reader." Milo stumbled back. "Books that talk?" "Of course we talk," said a fat red book with golden letters. "This is the Midnight Library. Every story you've ever read, every tale you've ever dreamed, lives here." Milo's heart raced. "Does that mean I can enter the stories?" The red book grinned. "Why else would you be here?" Before Milo could reply, the floor rumbled. A giant book landed in front of him with a thud. Its cover showed a pirate ship on stormy seas. The book spoke in a deep voice. "Brave reader, do you dare?" Without thinking, Milo nodded. The pages flew open and a whirl of wind sucked him inside. When the spinning stopped, Milo found himself standing on a wooden deck. Cannons roared. Waves crashed against the ship. A pirate with a feathered hat shouted, "To battle, lads!" Milo grabbed a rope to steady himself. "Whoa! I'm inside the story!" A young pirate girl handed him a sword. "Come on, stranger, help us fight the sea monsters!" From the water, giant tentacles rose. Milo's heart pounded, but he remembered the adventure books he had read. He swung the sword, cutting through a slimy tentacle. The pirates cheered. Together, they fought until the storm faded and the sea monsters vanished. The captain patted Milo's shoulder. "You've got courage, boy. You'll make a fine pirate." Before Milo could answer, the world blurred, and he was back in the library. Milo gasped for breath. His hands still tingled from holding the sword. "This place is amazing," he said. The red book floated beside him. "Careful, Milo. Not all stories are safe." Milo frowned. "What do you mean?" Before the book could reply, a shadow moved across the library walls. The chandeliers flickered. The air grew cold. From the far end of the hall, a dark book floated forward. Its cover was black and cracked, with no title. The red book shivered. "That's the forbidden tome. It doesn't belong here." The black book's voice hissed. "Come, Milo. Don't you want to know every secret, every story, even the ones too dangerous to read?" Milo stepped back. The library trembled. Books scattered in panic. The red book whispered urgently, "Milo, the forbidden tome feeds on curiosity. If you open it, it could trap you forever." But Milo couldn't help wondering, what was inside? The black book floated closer. "One peek, Milo. Just one page, and you'll know what no other reader has known." Milo's hands shook. He loved stories, and his curiosity burned stronger than ever. But he remembered the pirates cheering for him, the feeling of being brave. He took a deep breath. "No, Some mysteries aren't meant to be opened. The black book shrieked angrily. Its pages tore open, spilling dark smoke into the library. Shadowy claws reached for Milo. "Run!" shouted the red book. Milo sprinted between the shelves. Books flew around him, forming a shield. "Stay away from him!" they cried. At the center of the library, a giant hourglass stood. The red book shouted, "Milo, flip it! Midnight is ending. The library must close." Milo ran to the hourglass. The shadows pulled at his feet, but he pushed forward, using all his strength. With one last heave, he flipped the hourglass. A blinding light filled the library. The shadows screamed and vanished. The forbidden tome slammed shut and disappeared into the darkness. The library grew calm again. The chandeliers glowed warmly. Books returned to their shelves, murmuring softly. The red book floated to Milo. "You've passed the test. The Midnight Library only chooses readers who know when to stop searching." Milo panted. "So, I can come back?" The red book chuckled. "Whenever the clock strikes midnight, and you're ready for another adventure, the door will appear." Milo smiled, eyes shining. "Then I'll be back. There are so many stories waiting." The library shimmered, and in a blink, Milo was back in his room. His book lay open on his lap, the flashlight still glowing. He whispered to himself, "The Midnight Library is real, and I'll never forget it." Moral lesson: curiosity is powerful, but wisdom means knowing when to be careful. Some secrets are better left unopened, and so Milo's journey began. The Midnight Library was always waiting, filled with new stories, new dangers, and new lessons. Who knows where the next book will take him?